They say that love is only for the lucky and the strong. Well, right now, I feel neither. All my artist friends ask me all the time. They're always there and say, Paul, don't you ever get tired of fighting, Paul? You're so relentless, Paul. You never get tired, Paul. You just keep going and keep going. Don't you ever get tired of fighting, Paul? And I tell them that it is the mission of the artist. It is the mission of the artist to try to save the soul of humanity. An artist must choose freedom or slavery. I made my choice. I had no alternative. I gotta stop this drinking. Doctor tells me, he says, Paul, I think the drinking is making you bipolar. I said, doctor, what do you mean you think? And what the hell is bipolar? Then he has to go get a book and spend 10 minutes looking in the book so he can tell me what the hell bipolar is. I said, come on, doc. I can't be the smartest person in this room. The reason it's so quiet in here, I can't turn on the radio. Everywhere I go, I hear my name. In the newspaper, I see my name. Paul Robeson said this. Paul Robeson did this. Paul Robeson did that. Paul Robeson said this. Paul Robeson said that. Scandalizing my name. Scandalizing my name. You see, apparently, this almost drunk Negro artist in Harlem is responsible for what rich European dictators do in their own country. They're telling me that my good friend Joseph Stalin, the Emperor of Russia, that he's become a monster, that he's guilty of mass genocide and murdering hundreds and thousands of his own people and his countrymen and the Jewish people. I don't know what to believe. They've got a state-run media, and we've got a bunch of liars. I don't know what to believe. Now, the Joseph Stalin that I know was a kind, good, respectable, decent man. He treated Islant and I with dignity and grace, paid us handsomely. Not once in the 4 years I was there did my ethnicity factor into any of our discussions. Not once. So I don't know what to believe. But if it's true, I'm devastated. As you all know, I've always been an advocate for peace and a good friend to the Jewish people. So now my enemies are using it against me. They're saying it's Paul Robeson's fault. He touted their society. He said socialism was better than capitalism, that it lacked the racial discrimination, that it was a utopian society. Shame on Paul Robeson, shame on Paul Robeson, shame on Paul Robeson, shame on Paul. Shame on me? No, shame on me. No, shame on you, America. Shame on you. You don't get to take the moral high ground. You know, slavery and the Holocaust wasn't caused by whips and chains and gas and guns. No. It was human arrogance. Men aspiring to the wisdom of God. Human arrogance. America, Europe, your Western arrogance, allowing you to treat us Africans as though we're children of some lesser God. Shame on me. Shame on all of you. Shame on all of you. Shame on all of you. No nation comes to the table with clean hands. No nation comes to the table with clean hands. America, England, France, Germany, Russia, China. You've all got blood on your hands. You've all got blood on your hands. You've all got blood on your hands. Only in your case, America, only in your case, the blood on your hands is mine. I wish I didn't know some of the things that I know. I wish I hadn't seen some of the things that I've seen. I wish I hadn't heard some of the things that I've heard. And I wish I hadn't gone some of the places that I've gone. Because I know what you and you and you and you pretend not to know. That mankind isn't kind, not to men who look like me. And it doesn't matter how many degrees I have, how much success I have, how much wealth I have. None of it matters. You're always going to see me as 3/5 of a man. 3/5 of a man. Because my skin is my sin. My sin is my skin. You know, I'm not a perfect man. I mean, I try. But you know, I make some mistakes, you know, but I try. As a boy, my father used to say that there's a balm in Gilead to heal the sin-sick soul. He said there was a balm in Gilead to make the wounded whole. You think maybe there may be balm enough for me? When I would get like this, and depressed and dark, and as she can't take it anymore, she'd always call our good friend Langston Hughes. And Langston Hughes would come over, and he would sit with me in the dark, and he would say, Paul, it's not that the Negro people don't love you, Paul. They just don't have the intellect to understand you. Say, Paul, you're a valedictorian with a law degree. They lucky if they got a year of high school. Paul, you done traveled the world a half dozen times over. You speak a dozen languages fluently. Paul, they struggling to learn one. Who they know like you, Paul? Who they know like you, Paul? I know it's a dark place to be, a stranger in your own land, amongst your own people. But you're too smart for the room, Paul. You're too smart for the room. You're too smart for the room. Too smart for the room.
There's an old man called the Mississippi. That's the old man that I'd like to be. What does he care if the world's got troubles? What does he care if the land ain't free? Old Man River, that old Man River, he must know something, but don't say nothing. He just keeps rolling, he keeps on rolling along. He don't plant potatoes, he don't plant cotton. Them that plants them, he's soon forgotten. But old Man River, he just keeps rolling along. You and me, we sweat and strain, body all aching and racked with pain. Tote that barge, lift that bale, you get a little drunk and your land's in jail. I get weary and sick of trying. I'm tired of living and scared of dying. But old Man River, he just keeps rolling along. Dark is always on the Mississippi, dark is always while the white folks play, pulling those boats from the dawn till sunset, getting no rest till the judgment day.
Don't look up and don't look down, you don't that name the white on brown. Get your knees and bow your head and pull that rope until you're dead.
Let me go away from the Mississippi, let me go away from the white man boss. Show me that stream called the River Jordan, that's the old stream that I long to cross.
Old Man River, that old Man River, he must know something, but don't say nothing. He just keeps rolling, he keeps